create the highest quality dating service for singles. Here is how it works. Every day at noon, we curate one perfect match who is a friend of a friend. You have 24 hours to review their profile information and choose to like or pass on the match. Mutual like leads to a private chat line that expires in 7 days. The secret to success in online dating is winning over women. Single women are tired of signing up for dating websites only to get hit on by creepy strangers bombarding them with disgusting messages. And that is why women love Coffee Meets Bagel. Since our national launch, we've been growing at double digits monthly. And now, with your help and investment, we can help singles all around the world. So sharks, who is going to be our perfect match?
So, it's very interesting. What has the bagel got to do with it?
Let's just be honest, there's still a little bit of stigma with online dating. So our customers actually love the fact that our name doesn't seem to, do anything to with dating service. When they talk about it, nobody really knows what they're talking about. Hey, I got an everything bagel today. Today I got a stale bagel today. It's like a code for them.
Oh.
That's fun.
So tell us about your business model.
Our core service is free, but there's premium features that you can unlock using virtual currency in the form of coffee beans.
Like what?
One of the most popular items we have is called Open Sesame. We actually tell you how many mutual friends you have between you and your match, but we don't tell you who they are.
Well, what good is that?
Well, you buy the information.
It's a mystery. A lot of people want to know, how am I connected to this person?
And how much do I pay for the coffee beans?
Each bean is equivalent to about 2 cents, but Open Sesame, for example, it's 95 beans.
Do both parties have to like each other to be a match?
Exactly. So this has to be a mutual consent.
And how do you curate?
So we have a proprietary machine learning algorithm that takes into consideration all the users' data, and we require all users to sign up through Facebook. So instantly from day one, we can learn a lot about the user, including their friends.
But you only source from Facebook. You don't use a questionnaire.
We don't do any of that right now. So it literally takes like less than a minute to sign
The
up.
idea is you don't have to make someone go through the application process.
Exactly.
The most important
exactly.
question, have you met the man of your dreams?
So, Aramir is married with the guy that she met long time ago. I met my current boyfriend on Coffee Meets Bagel. You see the picture of the two of us on the wall. I'm meeting a lot of, interesting people through Coffee Meets Bagel, and I'm still looking.
All right, how many users?
So right now we have several 100,000 users. Our business really ramped up.
200,000 or 700,000?
So it's between 1 and 5.
Well, just tell us what it is.
You want an investment, you can't not tell us.
Yes, but I think that's a good range. It gives you a good idea.
No, it doesn't.
No, but why wouldn't you give us the actual number?
We're actually not sharing the exact user number right now. For
Okay, I'm out. I'm out.
Well, you gotta share that. Are you kidding?
Okay, what were your sales?
So last year we made $87,000, but get this year, in the first 5 months, we made $270,000.
Wow.
So it's growing very
What
quickly.
do you forecast for this calendar year all in?
At this current rate, we'll make $1 million.
Impressive.
And next year, we aim to make $10 million.
All right, $1 million in sales, what will you make? What's your profit?
So right now, our profit is negative because we had to spend a lot of money, mostly on salaries, to pay our developers.
And do you guys take a salary today?
Right now, we take $100,000 salary
Each?
Sorry, you take 100
So
each?
$300,000 you're drawing out of the business right now.
A year. But that is still a significant pay cut for all of us, whatever we're making prior. We actually raised $2.8 million in external funding so far.
Wow.
Our notable investor actually is one of the co-founders of Match.com who absolutely loved our idea, and he was our very first investor.
So on $1 million, how much will you lose this year?
We'll lose $1 million.
You'll lose $1 million on $1 million in sales this year.
Yes, which is why we actually have to raise more money because we're trying to ramp up our growth.
You're projecting $10 million for the second year.
Exactly.
How much money will you make on that $10 million?
We will break even on $10 million.
You'll break even on
Okay, let her go.
10 million, and here's why. We plan to bring on about 4 million users next year, who's going to generate about $2.50 each, hence the 10 million.
And what's your customer acquisition cost?
30 cents. Next year, we plan on spending about $3 to $4 million on marketing spending and acquire 4 million users. So we are assuming a slight increase in customer acquisition cost.
You know, you're an all or nothing play.
Why do you think we're all or nothing?
Because you're losing so much money. You're not really in the building a business game. You're in the raising money and getting users game. I think you've got to hit a home run. I'm not saying you're not going to, but it's risky.
It is our decision to invest more now so we can accelerate growth, but we can just as well just grow this business
That's
as
the
is.
fascinating dilemma, because I hear where you're coming from. The baseline model works. You want to pour gasoline on that fire.
Exactly.
It's a pretty big bet, and while I'm doing it, I part with $500,000 and I get 5%. One of the problems for me now in Shark Tank in season 6 is I've come to realize I'm really valuable, big time, and it's made me very greedy. I don't do 5% deals. That's worthless to me. I wouldn't do this. I'm out.
If we really thought this was all or nothing, we would have raised a lot more money from the beginning. Now we actually have a choice of just growing the business traditionally or raise more money to make this big.
You've raised a lot of money. You're not making money, and you're each drawing $100,000. It's $300,000 out of the business. That seems very high salary. I mean, most people don't make anywhere near that, and you're just growing. Big concern I have also is the fact that somebody else could do this. People are knocking off everybody on the internet all the time, so for that reason, I'm out.
I think one thing for sure is you're great at raising money.
Thank
I
you.
also think this is a site that's needed. I think the women I know that have been on the typical website feel like a piece of meat in a meat locker.
Exactly.
They looked over, they don't, you know, it's almost insulting.
Yes.
This is a site that gives women a little bit more control, and I like all of that. But I'll tell you what I don't like. The break even at 10 million. A break even, and I'm only owning 5% of the stock. That's spooky. Doesn't seem like enough upside for the enormous risk I'd be taking. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Thank you.
Let me ask you a question. If I offered you $30 million for the company, would you take it?